Hello everyone, this is Ton and let's get started. The lesson for today is about percentage composition by mass. And for this video, you should be able to calculate the percentage composition by mass of any compound whose formula is given or known. Calculate the mass of any element in the sample given the mass of a sample of any compound with a given or known formula. And calculate the mass of the sample or the mass of any other element in the sample given the mass of any element in the sample. Now, the term percent literally means per 100. Just like there are 100 cents in 1 peso or 100 years in 1 century. It represents the amount of one part of a mixture for every 100 total parts. In other words, so when we talk about percentage, we're simply asking, out of every 100 parts in a mixture, how many parts are there for this substance? So to calculate it, we take the part we're interested in, for example, this parts of A, and divide it by the total amount or the total parts, and then multiply it by 100%. This ratio, the parts of A over total parts, tells us what fraction of the mixture is made up of that substance. For example, 1 out of 4 or 1 over 4, 2 out of 5 or 2/5, so on and so forth. Multiplying this by 100% just converts that fraction into a percentage, which makes it easier to interpret and compare. So for example, we have here the molar mass of calcium fluoride is calculated as 40.078 grams per mole for calcium and 2 times 18.998 grams per mole for fluorine atom. And the total molar mass is 78.074 grams per mole calcium fluoride. And this value is our total parts. This is the 100%, the 100 parts. So if we're going to look for the mass fraction of calcium, going back earlier, the mass fraction is parts of A divided by total parts. This 40.078 is the part of calcium only, divided by the total parts, which is 78.074 grams. This is the mass fraction, and multiplying it by 100% gives us 51.33% calcium. Now let's have some example. Calculate the mass percentage of fluorine in calcium fluoride. So to answer this problem, let's set up our solution and solve. So let's write the given quantities. The given sample is calcium fluoride, and that is CaF2. And its mass, based from its molar mass, is 78.074 grams. Again, since we're talking about mass percentage, we are using the units grams. And again, this mass is the 100% or the total parts. On the other hand, we are interested in the mass percentage of fluorine only. And we know that fluorine is F2. And its mass is 2 times 18.998, and that is equal to 37.996 grams. Now, we are asked about the mass percentage of fluorine. So we're going to write it as percent fluorine by mass. For our solution, we know that the formula for percent fluorine by mass is equal to grams of fluorine, since we're talking about mass, divided by the grams of calcium fluoride times 100%. Now let's substitute the values. The grams of fluorine is 37.996 grams fluorine divided by the total parts, which is 78.074 grams of calcium fluoride multiplied by 100%. And this is equal to 48.67% fluorine. Therefore, the mass percentage of fluorine and calcium fluoride is 48.67%. The percentage composition by mass of a compound shows the mass percent of each element in the compound. In other words, it's like you're asking how much of each element makes up the compound by mass. So for calcium fluoride, our calculations show that 51.33% of the mass comes from the calcium, while the remaining 48.67% comes from fluorine. And these values are based on the same molar mass calculations that we have used earlier. A good way to check your work is to add the percentages together. They should add up to 100%. And if you are off by a very small amount, just like 0.01 or 99.99%, that's usually just due to normal rounding during the calculations. Now let's have another example. Calculate the percentage composition by mass of aluminum sulfate. Now, when you are asked to determine the percentage composition by mass of a compound, specifically the aluminum sulfate, it means that you need to calculate the mass percentage of each of the elements in the compound. So how do we determine the elements in the compound? We have to start by writing the formula of aluminum sulfate. We know that this aluminum sulfate is Al2SO4 3. You have your aluminum sulfate. So as we can see in the chemical formula of aluminum sulfate, it contains aluminum, sulfur, and oxygen. Now, the next step is to calculate the molar mass of aluminum sulfate. Let's start with aluminum. In the chemical formula, there are two aluminum atoms. Therefore, 2 times the atomic mass of aluminum, which is 26.982. This is equal to 53.964 grams per mole. Next, let's have our sulfur. Inside the parenthesis, there is one sulfur atom, and outside the parenthesis, there is subscript 3. Therefore, we have to multiply it. 1 times 3, meaning there are 3 sulfur atoms. And 3 times the atomic mass of sulfur, which is 32.06, we have 96.18 grams per mole. And lastly, for oxygen, it has 4 inside the parenthesis and again multiplied by 3. There are 12 oxygen atoms. So 12 times 15.999 equals 191.988 grams per mole. And the last step to get the molar mass of aluminum sulfate is to add them all together. 53.964 plus 96.18 plus 191.988 is equal to 342.132 grams per mole. This is the molar mass of aluminum sulfate, and this is our total parts, or the 100%. Now, let's identify the mass percentage of each element in aluminum sulfate: the aluminum, sulfur, and oxygen. Let's start with aluminum. So percent aluminum is equal to, the parts for aluminum is 53.964 grams divided by the total parts, which is 342.132 grams times 100% equals 15.77%. Next, let's continue with percent sulfur. So the parts of sulfur is 96.18. So 96.18 grams divided by 342.132 grams times 100% equals 28.11%. And lastly, let's solve for the percent oxygen in aluminum sulfate. So the parts for oxygen is 191.988. So 191.988 grams divided by 342.132 grams times 100% equals 56.12%. Just to make sure or to check if we have the correct percentage composition of elements, the percentage compositions should add up to 100%. Let's check. So we have 15.77%, 28.11%, and 56.12%. If we're going to add them, the answer would be 100%. Therefore, we have the correct answer. Thus, the mass percentage of aluminum in aluminum sulfate is 15.77%, 28.11% for sulfur, and 56.12% for oxygen. To go deeper in this topic, once we know the percentage composition of a compound, we can use it to find how much of a specific element is present in any given mass of the compound. We do this by treating the percent as a conversion factor, specifically or expressed as grams of the element per 100 grams of the compound. So for example, earlier, we know that aluminum sulfate is 15.77% aluminum. So if the mass of aluminum sulfate is given, using this as our conversion factor written as 15.77 grams of aluminum per 100 gram of aluminum sulfate, we can solve for the mass of aluminum only. So writing it in this manner, we can cancel the units, the grams of aluminum sulfate, leaving us with the correct unit for grams of aluminum. So 88.9 grams of aluminum sulfate multiplied by 15.77 grams of aluminum divided by 100 grams of aluminum sulfate is equal to 14 grams of aluminum. So in 88.9 grams of aluminum sulfate, it contains 14 grams of aluminum. Let's have another example. What is the mass in grams of fluorine in 216 grams of calcium fluoride? The key concept is to use the percentage as a conversion factor. Grams of the element per 100 grams of compound. So in this problem, the given sample is calcium fluoride, and we are only interested in the grams of fluorine. So our first step is to get the mass percentage of fluorine in calcium fluoride. We know again that calcium fluoride's formula is CaF2, and we have to solve for its molar mass first. So we have one calcium atom, so that is 40.078 grams per mole, plus the atomic mass of two fluorine atoms. So therefore, you'll write 2 times 18.998 grams per mole. And the total molar mass of calcium fluoride is 78.074 grams per mole. On the other hand, the fluorine here, or F2, so that is going to be 2 times 18.998 grams per mole, which is equal to 37.996 grams per mole. Again, we need to get these values because we are trying to solve for the mass percentage of fluorine first. So now we can get the percent fluorine by mass written as 37.996 grams divided by 78.074 grams multiplied by 100%, which is equal to 48.67%. Again, just to repeat, the key concept in this problem is to use this percentage as a conversion factor. We will write this percentage or mass percentage as 48.67 grams of fluorine per 100 grams of calcium fluoride. Now that we have our conversion factor, we can now solve for the mass in grams of fluorine in 216 grams of calcium fluoride. We will write it this way. We will write 216 grams of calcium fluoride multiplied by the conversion factor. Since the unit in our given is grams calcium fluoride, we will also write the quantity with the same unit in the denominator, and that is 100 grams of calcium fluoride. And therefore, the value that will be on the numerator is our desired unit, which is the grams of fluorine, and that is 48.67 grams of fluorine. We are writing it this way or in this manner because we want to cancel the units. We can cancel this and we can cancel this. Then we will end up with having grams of fluorine. So using your calculator, 216 grams of calcium fluoride multiplied by 48.67 divided by 100 is equal to 105.13 grams of fluorine. Therefore, in 216 grams of calcium fluoride, there are 105.13 grams of fluorine. At this point, it is important to note that we don't always need percentage composition to convert between the mass of an element and the mass of the compound. That's because the masses of the elements and compound are directly proportional to each other based on molar mass ratios. To expand this idea, for example, on calcium fluoride, the molar mass 40.078 grams per mole of calcium plus 2 times 18.998 grams per mole of fluorine equals 78.074 grams per mole of calcium fluoride. This tells us several useful relationships, such as 40.078 grams of calcium is directly proportional or corresponds to 78.074 grams of calcium fluoride. Also, 37.996 grams of calcium corresponds or directly proportional to 78.074 grams of calcium fluoride. With these relationships, we can turn any of these relationships or values into conversion factors. For example, to find the mass of calcium fluoride that contains 3.55 grams of calcium from these numbers, we can calculate it this way. Since, again, our given unit is grams of calcium and our desired unit is grams of calcium fluoride or the mass of calcium fluoride. Therefore, we have to look for the relationship of grams of calcium to the grams of calcium fluoride. And we can see that relationship here. Grams of calcium is directly proportional to the grams or corresponds to the grams of calcium fluoride. And since the given unit is grams of calcium, therefore, the value in the denominator is also the grams of calcium, which is this one. And our desired unit will be on top, which is this one, the grams of calcium fluoride. So 3.55 times 78.074 divided by 40.078 equals 6.92 grams of calcium fluoride. Therefore, we can interpret it as if the substance or the sample contains 3.55 grams of calcium, there will be 6.92 grams of calcium fluoride. With this idea, let's have another example. Calculate the mass in grams of fluorine in a sample of calcium fluoride that contains 2.01 gram of calcium. So as we can see here, our given unit is grams of calcium and our desired unit is the grams of fluorine. We want to turn grams of calcium to grams of fluorine. So going back from the values here, we have a relationship between calcium and fluorine, which is written here. With that relationship, we can write our conversion factor as 40.078 grams of calcium per 37.996 grams of fluorine. So again, we will use this relationship or ratio as our conversion factor to convert grams of calcium to grams of fluorine. So from the problem, the given is 2.1 grams of calcium. So we will start with that value. 2.01 grams of calcium multiplied by the conversion factor. Since our given unit is grams of calcium, therefore, the value and the unit that will be written in the denominator should also be the grams of calcium. So 40.078 grams of calcium. Again, the conversion factor, you can flip that either way depending on the given unit. And since this is our denominator, our numerator will be 37.996 grams of fluorine. So this way, we can cancel our units. We can cancel this, and we will be left with grams of fluorine. So 2.01 times 37.996 divided by 40.078 equals 1.91 grams of fluorine. Thus, if a sample of calcium chloride contains 2.1 grams of calcium, it will contain 1.91 grams of fluorine. Now, you can pause this video to answer our following exercises. In summary, the percentage composition by mass of the compound is the percentage by mass of each element in the compound. Percent is the amount of 1 part of a mixture per 100 total parts in the mixture. To calculate the percentage in each element, we have the following formula. If you calculate the percentage composition of a compound correctly, the sum of all percentages must be equal to 100%. To find the amount of any element in a known amount of a compound, use percentage as a conversion factor based on the equivalency. Grams of the element per 100 grams of the compound. That's it, and see you on the next video.